Coming up next, where local news comes first, a Channel 3 member saved a life at Docside in Coeur d'Alene after a female began to choke. Ryan Rodriguez has the story. Then the cobblestone in downtown Wallace is liquidating everything from top to bottom after the passing of Mark Davis. Where's the money going? But first, thousands of people could be hitting the streets of Wallace this summer. We have when to expect it. The news at 6 begins right now.
You're watching the 6 o'clock news on Channel 3 with John Webb and Mason Chafee, weather with Makenna, Merrick, and Jaden House with sports. This is Channel 3 News at 6.
Some big news from Dave Smith this week. Good evening, I'm John Webb. At a Wallace Chamber luncheon on Wednesday afternoon, Mary Kay Rep, owner of Genesis Marketing, said they plan to revamp the Huckleberry Festival. Genesis Marketing, Dave Smith's advertising agency, hosted last year's JeepFest in partnership with the Huckleberry Festival.
We got a lot of good feedback. We got a lot of social engagement. We had thousands of people sign up for our Jeep VIP Club and interest for this.
During the luncheon, Rep said that they want to focus all of their energy on this year's JeepFest, and by doing so, they plan to make some advertising changes.
We've made some fairly significant budgetary changes at our company, and we've canceled a lot of our sponsorships because we've reduced our spend, and this is the only sponsorship that we kept for the entire year. So we got rid of the Coeur d'Alene Fair, we got rid of the Spokane Fair, we got rid of the Bighorn Show, we got rid of the downtown Coeur d'Alene Music Festival.
The big news that many local business owners are anticipating is that this year's event could draw in thousands of people. Rep says they plan to contact a database of over 500,000 people across the nation. The company plans to have a Jeep contest that consists of 4 categories: most decorated, most accessorized, extreme off-road, and genuinely classic. Dave Smith will also have new and used Jeeps for sale on Friday and Saturday. They'll have a sign-up booth for the Jeep VIP Club as well. They're also considering a few other events, but they say it's still all up in the air. In 2017, choking was the 4th leading cause of unintentional deaths in the U.S. It's something you don't expect to happen, but what if it does? Ryan Rodriguez is standing by over in the Channel 3 studio with more on an incident that took place last weekend. Ryan.
Thanks, John. On Sunday, March 17th, Carter Bailey, Channel 3's own AV guy, saved a woman's life at the Docside restaurant at the Coeur d'Alene resort. When the woman suddenly started choking, Carter Bailey stepped up and did the Heimlich maneuver to save her life. Here's the interview with Carter himself.
So we were eating breakfast and I heard a woman choking behind me, super unexpected. And I saw either the husband or some type of spouse trying to perform the Heimlich maneuver, and you can tell he wasn't doing it correctly. So I moved him out of the way and I did the Heimlich maneuver on her and she stopped choking. My dad even hopped in because he was scared. But no, she was breathing fine and she just sat down and went back to breakfast like normal.
If you would like to learn more about CPR so one day you can help someone's life, Coeur d'Alene has many CPR classes like Alert CPR. Their number is 208-664-0839. Reporting out of Wallace Junior Senior High School, I'm Ryan Rodriguez, Channel 3 News.
Ryan, thank you. Tonight, 2 Wallace residents are liquidating Mark Davis's estate. Davis, a Wallace proprietor who owned cobblestone antiques for over 15 years, passed away December 27th of last year after experiencing kidney and heart failure.
Well, Mark was a character, that's for sure. And he left Rich Asher and myself the wonderful honor of liquidating his estate, which we've been working on for months now.
Best buddies Dick Carone and Rich Asher were left with the responsibility of selling all of Davis's antiques. A difficult job, let alone trying to make a profit.
We felt we had a duty to try to make some money over what he paid for it, which was difficult because Mark often paid maybe a little more than most people.
The reason they're trying to make such a great profit is because all of the proceeds from the sale will be donated to the Wallace City Pool. You may remember back in June of last year when the pool experienced a major leak. It still hasn't been repaired due to the lack of funds. But Carone assured us that he's not the only one trying to get the pool back open.
But our mayor has assured us that they are on it and they're going to get something done. So we're going to hold the city council to that.
The sale will take place on Friday and Saturday starting at 9 o'clock. Weather Commander Makenna Merrick is above Wallace tonight with more on weather. Makenna?
Thanks, John. I'm up at the viaduct in Wallace, Idaho, celebrating our first day of spring. And you can see it's quite sunny out, but that's not the case for this weekend. The Doppler radar is showing clear skies, and the 7-day forecast for Saturday and Sunday is going to be partly cloudy, but on Monday and Wednesday, we're going to see lots of sun. Back to you, John.
Kenneth, thank you. We're back after this.
The best for us is what you get when you shop at the Home Western Family, Harvest Foods, in Wallace. In the meat department, get fresh fryer drumsticks, 99 cents a pound. Or get russet potatoes, 99 cents a pound. Or get large pink lady apples, 99 cents a pound. It's going on now through Tuesday at the Home Western Family, Harvest Foods, in Wallace.
Looking for minor gear or personalized gifts? Wallace High Screen Printing has everything from hats and shirts to mugs, picture frames, and lanyards. Customize your product with 4 different options: screen printing, vinyl, sublimation, and white printing. All designs and prints are done by students with modern equipment. Prices are very affordable, and all proceeds return to the class. They're only open from September to May, so make your order now. Call 208-752-5101.
This edition of the news is brought to you by Silver Valley Tire in Kellogg.
Welcome back. March Madness has kicked off in full swing. Jaden House is over in the sports studio with more on Channel 3's predictions. Jaden.
Thanks, John. With it being March Madness, our news crew here at Channel 3 decided to fill out our brackets for the 2019 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship. Here are the teams that the members of our crew chose to win the championship. Hannah, John, Mason, Ryan, and myself picked the Zags to win, while Carter picked Duke and Ryan picked Montana. That's all that we have for sports tonight. Reporting in the Channel 3 Sports Studio, I'm Jaden House.
Jaden, thank you. In state news tonight, starting teacher pay will increase to $40,000 in a move Idaho lawmakers hope will attract and keep more teachers in the state. Governor Brad Little signed the bill on Wednesday that received overwhelming support in the House and Senate. The new law boosts starting teacher pay to $38,500 next year and to $40,000 the year after that. Starting teachers currently make a minimum of about $30,000 in Wallace. An Idaho man is facing 4 felony charges after investigators say he drove drunk, fell asleep, and killed a pregnant woman after colliding into her. The Times News reports 21-year-old Danielle Ortez of Wendell is charged with 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter, felony drunk driving, and leaving the scene of an accident. Idaho State Police say Ortez was driving on Highway 46 near Wendell Saturday morning when he fell asleep. Police say that's when his 1500 Dodge pickup crossed the center line and collided with a Chevrolet Blazer driven by 26-year-old Jessie Otwin of Twin Falls. Otwin was pregnant, died of her injuries, and a 2-year-old girl sustained 2 broken legs. A witness told the police that Ortez asked for a flashlight, and after looking inside Otwin's SUV, he fled on foot. Ortez has not yet had the opportunity to enter a plea. In news that's not quite newsworthy tonight, law-breaking turned into break dancing at the end of a Southern California vehicle pursuit. TV news helicopters were overhead Tuesday night when a suspect pursued by the California Highway Patrol finally surrendered, but broke out into a 10-second dance before being handcuffed. The pursuit began in the Calabasas area and headed east on US 101 into the Los Angeles area, then north on Interstate 405, where the motorist exited the freeway into the San Fernando Valley. A Highway Patrol cruiser finally bumped the car and spun it out. The driver got out with hands up but did not appear to be fully complying with the officers. As the scene became illuminated by a law enforcement helicopter spotlight, the driver suddenly busted a move before being busted. That's it for us here. Until we speak again, I'm John Webb. Have a great evening.